I'm here today with Elle Firespray. How are you doing today?
Hello. Good. How are you?
I'm doing really, really well. And I'm really excited to talk to you about your entry for the Nova Open Charitable Foundation. And so I've been starting out these interviews by asking you to give us a little description about the piece that you painted.
She was due back for Star Wars Legion, and I wanted to make something special and crazy. That's kind of how I paint my dewbacks. I just love dewbacks. And so when I wanted to make something that, you know, something cool. So I created like this kind of magical, mystical looking dewback that had like rhinestones in it, and the belly was all like space, like the sky at night. I don't know. I went wild with my imagination on that one, and it turned out really really nice. I was really proud of it. I worked on new things for the base as well, and I thought it was I don't know, whoever will get it will be really lucky. That's what I thought. But
And
yeah, things happened.
yeah. So, did you just pick this particular piece because you're a Star Wars fan, or was there some sort of process in picking that
Yeah,
particular model?
yeah, sorry. I paint usually Star Wars Legion miniatures. Are kind of I have a couple of games that I'm more like I paint all kinds of things, but mainly Ankh, Gods of Egypt, and Star Wars Legion are kind of the ones that I usually paint. And Jukebox are really fun to play with on the table, not just, just nice to look at. They're actually really fun. And when I was, asked to paint something, they just say, paint something that makes you happy. Sorry about that. And just paint something that makes you happy. And that was all I needed to say for me just to pick a dewback, of course. Um, so that's why.
Amazing. Um, so it had this sort of night sky kind of theme to it. Was there any part of the process that gave you a little more trouble than you would have expected?
I think just the thing that took me the most time was just coming up with the idea about what I wanted to do. My first idea was to make like a chameleon style dewback with all these different colors, and I'm just gonna go crazy. I even like asked people on Instagram just to vote on which chameleon they like better. I didn't tell them for what, but then when I started painting it, I did not like how it was turning. Like I was like, no, this is not how I picture it. Like it happens sometimes. You have a
Yes.
picture in your head, and then when you put it on, you're like, no, this is not it. And what took me the longest, I think, or the most challenging part was just coming up with a new idea. And because like I said, I wanted something original, something that had never been done, something that when you Google mini painted or painted dewback, you will find it. It will be just something unique. I don't know.
Hmm. It'll
That's
like
why I that
catch
took
your
me the
eye.
longest.
Yeah.
Definitely took me the longest to think about something original, I guess.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you do a bit of live streaming, is that right?
Yes.
Did you live
Yes.
stream this particular project?
No, I didn't this particular project, and there's a reason for that. I for this specific thing, especially for with things that I'm very I want to be very careful. But I usually don't stream those because I feel like unless I need to do like base colors of something that I know or I have a reference for. But if it's just only coming from my mind like this, I need absolute concentration, focus. So I didn't paint that one live on stream. I did talk about it. I showed updates on it, but yeah, I just had the creative process all by myself because that's just how I need to do it, for it to work.
Yeah, I'm the same way when I
Yeah.
stream. I like to pick things that are kind
Yeah.
of easy. Also, because I have to hold it a bit farther away from my face. So
Yes.
I don't like
Yes.
to do like the really tiny, like, I don't paint eyes on
Yeah.
stream.
Right. I usually pick something, yeah, or something big or something without eyes. Yes, that's
Yeah,
smart.
yeah. So, how did you first hear about the Nova Open Charitable Foundation?
Well, actually, the first time I heard about it was through my friend Mark Sorastro. He painted a couple of pieces for them for their I think it was like for charity for cancer research. And that was the first time that I heard about it. I was like, what is this all about? I don't know. And it was through his work, and I bought raffle tickets for that miniature. I didn't win, but it was really nice to see how many people just like were supporting the cause. So I thought it
Yeah.
was awesome. I thought
I
it was really
always
cool.
I always find it like when you don't win the miniature that you put your tickets in for, you're like, oh,
Yeah,
but then at the same time you're like, but there must have been a lot of entries, and that's amazing too.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Or well, whatever. I'll paint to myself. Yeah, but it's not the same.
Yeah. Yeah. So did you want to talk about what happened to your miniature?
Yeah, sure. Yes, it was very unfortunate, but it was kind of funny because I was going to Gen Con and I wanted to finish this before my trip there. And so I finished it, I sent it early in July, and I went to Gen Con and sent out, the tracking info. And then, Nova contacts me after Gen Con and they're like, they're so nice. The nicest people, okay? And they're like, that's so great that you had so much fun at Gen Con. Is there any chance you can send the miniature now? And I'm like, I already sent it. And we looked up the looked up the tracking, and he said it had been delivered already July 20th. So 2 weeks before Gen Con. And because he's like, yeah, the photographer didn't receive it. And I'm like, what? So they just started a claim on it with a postal service, and yeah, it was delivered. It was just left at the porch, and I
Hmm.
don't know. I think porch pirates just did the rest because
Yeah.
it was never found. It never came back to me. Like if it had gotten lost, it
Hmm.
will come back to my address. But um, no, he said like it was delivered. It was left there,
Hmm.
but the photographer never got it. So
Aw.
that was kind of a bummer. A bummer.
Yeah. So if people were going to buy tickets for your entry,
Mhm.
do you have any words for those people?
That's a good question. And I don't know. The reason I wanted to do this was because it was a wonderful feeling when I was working on it, just thinking like, I'm painting with a cause for a cause, and that just feels great. Just for as an artist to get to a point where your work can help other people is,
Hmm.
something that's incredible. And the people that actually support these things and buy raffles, and I had friends asking, when is your miniature gonna come up? And oh man, it's just been such an incredible feeling, and getting to know the community of Nova Charity, the Nova Foundation, even more. Just been an incredible experience. Even without the miniature, I really appreciate everybody that came in, and they when they heard about what happened, they just sent me messages. I'm so sorry. They were so nice, and
Hmm.
very supportive community, and I'm really thankful to be a part of it.
Yeah, it was really, really important to Nova that we made sure to show off your amazing miniature and just get the word out there that unfortunately something did
Hmm.
happen.
Hmm.
Um, but that being said, if people want to find more about you and the work that you do, where can they find you?
Well, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter under the handle L_Firespray. I'm also streaming on Wednesday mornings on Twitch. And I recently started, well, not recently, last year, but it's just new to me, a YouTube channel where I upload, different works that I do either online or at home. And I mean, online during streams and that's where you can find me pretty much everywhere. Except for TikTok. I don't have that yet. I'm a little too old for that, I think,
I
but
feel the
maybe
same
give
way.
it a try.
I started an account. I'm like, I don't understand it. I'm too old for
What is
this.
happening? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I downloaded it like, yeah, like months ago, but I never even opened it. So,
Yeah. And then my last question, is there any closing thoughts that you would like to give to the viewers?
well, thank you so much for watching and for being here. I'm really excited to continue growing and be a part of the, mini painting community, board gaming community. Uh, and there's room here for everyone. I just want to make that clear. And it's a very amazing community, amazing people, amazing companies that, there's a place here for everyone.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.